We've covered numerous topics on this channel, from upcoming Pixar films to ranking every single film worst to best. But what about short films? Every once in a while, Pixar portrays a short in the beginning of their theatrical releases. Keep in mind that there are different versions of these shorts in terms of theatrical releases and standalone, with those being released on its own on their streaming service, Disney+. Again, this order is based on my personal preference. With that being said, let's go ahead and start at the bottom at number 20 with Sanjay's Super Team. This one released in 2015 in front of The Good Dinosaur. It didn't really pique my interest as much as the rest, with it being the genre that it was. At number 19, we have Red's Dream. The message with this one is someone wanting to chase their dreams but not given the chance, depicting a red unicycle wanting to be the center of attention in a circus act. Next up, we have Presto. Again, this one didn't really grab my attention as much as the rest, with the premise being the standard magician act of the rabbit being pulled out of the hat, only the rabbit not cooperating and making the trick more difficult. Partly Cloudy premiered in theaters in front of Up in 2009. An important message that the director wanted to depict was, "I don't speak the same language as you, but I'm here for you and I love you." The challenge that they had was portraying this message clearly to the audience without dialogue. Next, in 16th place, is La Luna. Debuting in 2013, this 7-minute short is as much funny as it is a tearjerker to some. However, the message didn't seem as clear to me. In 2003, another Pixar short called Boundin' was released in front of The Incredibles. This one I remember very clearly, as when I was a child I used to watch it very frequently given its comedic exposure.
He would dance for his neighbors across the way. I must say that they found his dancing enhancing, for they'd also join in the play.
This next one was a classic, debuting in 1989, 6 years before Toy Story was released. Given this was before any of their films released, they first started releasing these at film festivals. Again, this one had more comedy to it than a message, and I'm more drawn to a story with a good message more than anything. Getting closer to the top 10 at number 13 is Day and Night. Watching this one, it was a little confusing in terms of what the plot or base of the story is. Twelfth place takes the story of a very creative character in teaching a bully a lesson during recess. When I first watched this, I found the story very intriguing. Watching it unfold, I was able to understand what was happening as it happened, and using stuff from the Lost and Found bin as a character just made it all the more interesting. Moving on to 11th place is The Blue Umbrella. It premiered in front of Monsters University in 2013, showing the story between two umbrellas trying to find each other. Going into the top 10 is Piper. I'm a little unfamiliar with this one, but the story is spot on and original. In ninth place, we have Jerry's Game, a classic and well-known story from Pixar portraying an elderly man playing a game of chess against himself. The challenge with this short was the complications with cloth animation. Coming in at number 8 is a 2005 short film, One Man Band, a story showing a man competing with another in order to get a tip from a little girl. In 7th place, we have Tin Toy. This was one of their first short films at all to be released as a test, to see if the audience would be interested. And successful it was, winning 3 different awards including the World Animation Celebration for Best Computer Assisted Animation. I take a liking to this one as it was created from scratch and by the person I look up to the most. Next, we have The Adventures of Andre and Wally B, a classic, created in 1984. It was used as the introduction to the company. Next to that, we have Luxo Jr. This one got an incredible amount of attention as it featured the mascots of the company. In 4th place, we have Lifted. Premiering in 2012 in front of Brave, it produced a very funny and warm-hearted story. At the start of the top 3, we have Boa. This one is a very special one as it provides the story of a parent and a child who is learning and wanting to be more independent, but the parent being nervous about letting his little one go. In 2nd place, we have For the Birds. This seems like it's one some have forgotten, but again, when I was little, I remember watching this one a fair amount of times and just fell in love with it over the years. And my favorite short is gonna have to be Lava. You can probably guess why, because of the song.
Rising from the sea below stood a lovely volcano.
And for more videos like this, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. It would really help out the channel and let us know that we are providing great content for you guys. So what do you guys think of this list and which one was your favorite, or did you see some shorts that jogged your memory or perhaps you forgot about? Let us know in the comments which one was your favorite. And if you like these kinds of videos, we do cover a lot of Pixar related news and facts, so if you're interested in seeing more, go ahead and subscribe for more.